So first thing I really wanted to ask was, does anyone have anything they took away from the workshop so far that they wouldn't mind sharing? Something that they actually remember, or that they was like, I might use that later. What's up?
Using like words that don't really hear a lot to be able to instruct your leaders and get them to understand or relate in a certain way.
That's a great one. That's a great one. What's up?
Just like having intention and loving what you do.
Appreciate it. What's up?
Don't take too many things to heart.
Facts. That's good.
What did you say?
Not the fake until you make it, but your version of it.
Act as if until you become.
Yeah.
Facts. All right, cool. Now last one.
How do you use like performance art and like everyday stuff?
That's dope. I appreciate you guys like listening, taking the time. I know I've only gotten to spend a total, this would be about 4 hours with you guys after this session, and it's a lot of information. It's a lot of talking. I don't expect you guys to take everything away from everything I'm saying, or for it to apply right now. You know, this is my first experience doing something like this. I am a y'all alumni, and I am a performer and an independent artist, but I've never had to essentially put into format my information and my experience and teaching in this way. So you guys are really my first experience having this. So I really want to say I appreciate y'all for listening, taking the time to soak it in, and just being present with me for this entire experience. I personally wanted to be involved. Like I said, I'm a y'all alumni, and when I was a part of y'all, there wasn't anyone coming around to say the kind of things I'm saying or to instill the kind of things I'm instilling. So I just wanted to be able to fulfill that role, because as I got out of y'all and got into the real world, started doing this independent artist stuff, a lot of stuff that I'm teaching y'all and instilling in y'all, I really needed. So this is just my way of giving back and being able to provide the information that may or is already able to be of use. So what have y'all learned from y'all in general so far? What have y'all taken away from this entire experience? I know we're running short to the end. What's up? Yeah.
I've learned different techniques, like Shoshi taught us how to cement and make visual sculptures, so I took away from that.
Come on. Any other good takeaways? What's good?
I definitely have better time management skills, but also, like, I am a people person, but like I get really anxious, and so that's helped a lot with my anxiety. How to build a portfolio, how to price your art, and also like how to kind of like make a reputation for yourself, like in art.
I think like how to make things that are able to be sold and kind of that kind of thing. How to work on murals, and then that I love being on fishing but better.
Not every job is miserable.
Just better presenting and speaking skills, I feel like.
Got you over there.
Love to make a portfolio or any like job that one has tried to.
What's up back there?
I learned how to collaborate with different artists and make new friends.
All right, last one back there.
That people actually like and appreciate our personal artwork and not just like connections.
Okay. So that's super dope. I'm glad we got that out the way. Like I said, this is my last time being in this like setting with you. Next time you see me, it'll probably be outside in the world, and I'll try to stop by like the whole exhibit and everything, and kick it with you guys. Try to get a little bit more time, but generally speaking, this is gonna be my last envelope of hanging. So I'm gonna go through some of this information that I really want to share with you guys, and then I'm gonna leave the floor to you guys. So I never explained this at the beginning of the workshop because it was better summarized as a creative writing / performance art workshop. But I actually had a name for the workshop, and what I decided to call it was Be Your Own Superhero, right? And I felt like this was a necessary topic to cover as being an independent artist, because I'm a big superhero geek and nerd, and I'm super into it. And no, not everybody is, but there's certain principles of it that are really cool, in the aspect of how to apply it to your artist lifestyle. Number one is advocacy. I'm not going to hammer home enough to y'all how important self-advocacy, that is a word for you. Being your own self-advocate, essentially pushing for yourself, believing in yourself, vouching for yourself. These are going to be things that are going to be super important in that outside world. Y'all is a beautiful space. It cultivates art. It cultivates entrepreneurship. It cultivates ethics. It teaches you these things that you're going to need to sink or swim as an independent artist outside these walls. Once you don't have this kind of format to structure you and giving you opportunities, openings to sell your art and things of such. Advocacy is going to be your key to opening opportunities, right? Being willing to believe in yourself, being willing to speak highly of yourself. And what that really ends up boiling down to is just knowing your worth and value, knowing what you're putting to the table, right? That's going to be really key to opening those doors for you and being able to seize those opportunities that you deserve. First of all, is knowing that you're worthy of receiving. Advocating for yourself and knowing your value and worth. And the key to knowing your value and worth is standing on it, right? It's standing on it, right? Because you can say, oh, I'm worth $1 million. And then someone says, well, I'll take you for 100,000. Are you gonna take that 100,000 or are you gonna stand on what you're worth? I mean, it's compromise in life, of course, but the principle is there's gonna be countless times where someone tries to discount your worth, your value, what you're providing, what you're bringing to the table. And a part of being your own superhero is believing in yourself, being your own best advocate, and knowing what you're worth. Because honestly, other people aren't gonna always recognize you. And it's not always gonna be because it's not there. Maybe they're just too blind to see it right now. But it's up to you to stand on it regardless, right? Through rain, through hurricane, through whatever weather situation, knowing what you got, knowing your skill set, knowing your superpower, right? Knowing what, hey, I can fly. What you mean I can't be in the Avengers? I got super strength. What you mean? Knowing what you're worth. So when you show up, people, oh yeah, give them room to do their thing, right? That also comes with building relationships. I heard a lot of that going around, meeting people, learning how to connect, right? And a big thing about this independent artist game and being your own superhero is knowing and appreciating other people's value and forming positive relationships. I can't tell you guys how much it is who you know and how positive a relationship you have with people that can open those doors and opportunities and get you spaces, right? Justice League, Batman, Superman, Flash, Green Lantern, Green Arrow, all got their own special abilities, but when they have these special relationships that when they come together, they can get the job done, right? And it's all because of relationships, right? Who you know and it all. Be your own superheroes forming healthy relationships, self-sustaining ones throughout time, right? Because we don't know where any of you guys are going to be 5-10 years from now, right? And when you've got good relationships, you've been working hard, you've been in your bag, you can call upon someone, close friend, business associate, whatever, and be able to pull those moves and open those doors that maybe previously you couldn't open, right? So it's very important in this game to just have positive relationships, collaborate with people, do those stuff with people. It's not always about the payoff, but it is important in this process to know that half of it is who you know, right? And just being in y'all, I want you guys to understand you guys are tapped into a big resource. Being a y'all alumni, you guys are tapped into a big resource. And I just want to kind of cement the fact that even being in this space means you form relationships. You can get into more rooms and portals. More opportunities are going to come your way, right? Just about being in y'all. Just being in y'all, right? And now it's about what you do with it, right? What you do with these relationships, who you follow up with, who you use as a reference, right? You got a great body of artists who you've been working with. continue to nourish those and build those. You never know where they can lead to, right? That's a part of being your own superhero, right? Being willing to connect, being willing to build. Last one, what I think really instills what being your own superhero is having identity, right? Not being afraid of what you're capable of, right? So as an artist, you guys are gonna experiment, you guys are gonna evolve, you guys are gonna grow. Don't be afraid of what you're capable of. Don't be afraid of what you can really do, okay? Keep pushing the envelope, keep experimenting, keep seeing what your powers can develop into, right? Y'all seen superheroes who start off with like a small, like, oh, I can just flicker a little fireball. And then all of a sudden they summon super big fire. You know why? Because they train, they discipline, they move, that they experiment and evolve. Eventually, that little flicker of a flame will turn into a wildfire, right? And that's the energy that we've all got, right? We've all got our own superpower, or else we wouldn't be here in this building, right? We're all providing value and worth, or else we wouldn't be here in this building. We all have a relationship with someone to be here, or else we wouldn't be in this building. So we're already superheroes in here, right? We've already got superpowers, right? And it's about cultivating and developing them outside of this space. Because y'all is a great space to push you and make you do the work, right? Because you're a young artist at work. But what happens when you're out of here, right? What happens when you're in the outside world? Working for yourself, and I don't know how many are actively independent entrepreneurs in here, how many people are just stepping into the selling art, marketing art, branding. But working for yourself really breaks down to two major factors that I've learned, right? Accountability and initiative, right? Take accountability for what you can do and take the initiative to step outside your box, right? Pretty much what I found, if I live in that space of accountability and initiative, I get everything done, right? And being an independent entrepreneur can suck sometimes because it's on your own time and energy. I don't feel like doing it today. I don't feel like it. And that's your choice because like, you're an independent artist. If you don't decide to draw or make a print or, you know, sell the art or show up to the art show, that is kind of on you. You know, you won't make the money, right? You won't get the opportunities. You won't build the relationships. But if you take the accountability and the initiative to get out there and get into those spaces, you'll find a lot of growth and a lot of opportunities, right? Number two, when you get out into the outside world, and I know I heard a lot of portfolio in here, document everything. I mean, document everything, right? You never know when something you did or something you're doing is going to open another opportunity later on, right? I've done hundreds of shows, and never once when I was 16, 17 years old thinking, I'm going to be teaching a group of teenagers things I learned from this a couple years from now. Never thought about it. But I did the work. I was doing it. And then I was able to pitch to the Arts Commission, hey, I have all this body of experience. Guess what I can do? They saw my value, said my worth, because I documented everything. I did the work. It's indisputable, right? It's indisputable. You can say, oh, wow, he's done everything he said he's done because he's shown it, right? And so that's a very important part in this process is documenting everything, the artwork you do, dating, when, where, how, your why, right? Video document, photo document. I'm telling you now, super small, but on a long enough timeline, you've got 10 years of documented artwork, ethic. There's a lot of doors that are going to open for you in that outside world. And this situation with y'all is just really a tester, right? It's really just that experiment to see like what it's like to be in the world of working art, right? You get to learn a lot, be exposed to a lot, see a lot, and it's all part of that learning experience. But outside, there's going to be a little bit more difficulty. So these are tools I've learned that have helped me navigate within those difficulties as an independent artist. So when I got out of y'all, I really had to get it on my own. And I was a poet and a creative writer. I wasn't a visual artist doing murals and making sellables and stuff. I was in a really specific lane within y'all. So I wasn't offered the opportunity to go right out of y'all and make murals or do the art momentum because that wasn't my lane, right? So I had to get out there and kind of like figure it out. And these are insights I learned being my own superhero as an independent artist outside of creative writing, performance art, all these different elements that have taught me how to get it, and get it.